Every England fan says the same thing about the loss of Red Roses. 11:02, November 13, 2022. As the tide came out, Rasie Erasmus released a video on Twitter after South Africa's post-test loss. Advertising. Boxing was defeated 30-26 against France in Stade Velodrome in Marseille on Saturday and was a match full of incidents. The referee Wayne Barnes was the focal point of many fans after the game. Some decided to try a last French in the 76th minute, the main focus of the British official. The latest rugby titles from around the world. However, two events, as the Maverick Springboxing Rugby director wants to emphasize with a sarcastic tweet shortly after the last whistle was stolen. Orum I know and accept children, there is really only to blame ourselves, because the French are both on the field and the field are great because they are great. We should correct these basic mistakes such as fighting technique and simple transition. Erasmus. Under the statement, there was a video of Cheslin Kolbe, a struggle of fullback Willie Leroux, when he tried a flat transition to the forward. I know kids and accept, we really have to blame ourselves. French is both on the field and the field is great. We just have to correct these basic errors such as combat technique and simple transition. We know. pic.twitter.com/ht6gxk9, Rasie Erasmus, November 12, 2022. Advertising. The video was greeted with both support and disdain. Hardcore fans applauded him and cheered him, while the critics mocked him. On Sunday morning, Gail Fickou and Barnes would not be able to punish the French centre to slow down South Africa rugby. This is a very clever Fickou, the way of moving and presenting itself on our side, the ball has no effect on our speed. We can definitely learn from this. This is a very clever Fickou, the way of moving and presenting itself on our side, the ball has no effect on our speed. We can definitely learn from this. Excuse me? pic.twitter.com/ncisrelk4, Rasie Erasmus, November 13, 2022. Advertising. However, although it is not clear whether the former Munster head coach was cynical, he also claimed that there is no fight about the last attempt of France. The man of this level, not the chance of not being reviewed, but the chance of communication at that moment is 1/100 minutes publishing. So according to our opinion, try after the appropriate review by experienced Bonzi and his team. There is no fight by us. The man at this level, this has no chance of not being reviewed, the chance of communication at that moment is 1/100 minutes publishing. So according to our opinion, try after the appropriate review by experienced Bonzi and his team. There are no fights by us. Kvok 2DFNL, Rasie Erasmus, November 13, 2022. Northampton Saints director Tim Percival described him as Donald Trump of rugby, rugby's Donald Trump. When he won, legitimate was stolen when they lost. I wonder if he tweeted this garbage, I wonder if he noticed his damage to the game. Rugby Donald Trump. When he won, legitimate was stolen when they lost. I wonder if he tweeted this garbage, I wonder if he noticed his damage to the game. DYF 86 SAC 2K, Tim Percival, November 13, 2022. Cardiff Rugby Life wrote, Rasie Erasmus, as a sport, causes irreparable damage to the South African rugby and rugby union as a sport and shows itself as a primary whinging pick with these videos after each Springboks loss. Rasie Erasmus causes irreparable damage to the South African rugby and rugby unit as a sport after each Springboks loss. Ewi 6 VD3Z, Cardiff Rugby Life, November 13, 2022. Many other, including South African fans, begging Dor to stop whining and accept the loss. Springboks has not yet won the tour, lost to Ireland the previous weekend, and South Africa lost a team of Munster midweek. Springboks will go to Genoa on Sunday to start preparations for the third round of tests against Italy.